Hi everyone, so we're in episode 9 now, and hopefully I came around have any problems. I didn't. It's because I had let another window open. So I mentioned, so I reviewed episode 8. I forgot to mention that the Android Legends had no idea where the original legends are, and I feel like I forgot to mention why, and then the basically I will say something along the lines of, you have waited next episode for me to review it, so just this one. So the reason why the androids don't know what the legends are is because they're in the um pocket dimension where in what John Constantine's key thing is for the that's what so that's how the android legends weren't able to find the original legends. It's just they're not really in the timeline, basically, if that makes sense. So yeah. And keep in mind they don't have a wave rider right now, so yeah. Alright, so Gordon feels so bad that Bishop is bad. Um is that back in that um, Seattle thing, but the team tells him that he's dead basically. So, and then Sarah doesn't know what time period they are, and then which makes sense. And then Spooner says they're supposed to be in 2022, and props to Spooner for keeping track of time. But how did they know exactly it's 2022? I mean, the third purpose was in earlier this season. It was like dead to 2021. It's not like they have like a calendar or anything like that. You know what I mean? To like follow up what particular date each the the present day is. You know what I mean? So for someone who say 2022 is a well guess, but yeah, but yeah, this feels a little weird for that. So then Gideon apparently doesn't feel good, and then Ava feels that Ava wants to feel in charge in some way. It's like all dramatic here, and then out of nowhere, Gwendolyn hears his partner Alden, and then he tries to open the door, which is that the door of fire. And then Gary and Gideon are trying to fool around, and then they talk to each other about if it's hot in there, and then they say yes. Gideon says it is, and then for both ways it's actually hot in that room, and then she wants to fool around Gary, and then we see that Behrad wants to ask Astra out, so he pushes um, Nate and Zari, which is a good thing because he's talking to his sister in a way, so that's very nice. And I love that. I actually love that. And then we see that um, they handle. I feel like Nate's right. They handle it pretty well, like giving him good advice and all that stuff. Then the legends see Gary and Gideon in bed, which feels weird and awkward for everyone. And Gideon feels unfocused in some way. And then Astra explains that the reason why everybody feels a little bit dramatic in a way is because they're like cursed of this reality show cursed in, and then Astra explains the curse, so basically she should leave for a bit and save the legends. And then Gwendolyn and Spooner they try to talk to each other, but maybe being allies, and Spooner is like, trying to be allies with everyone apparently. And then Sarah's getting cursed, and she's talking about the craziest thing ever of vacation. Yeah, so she says this thing like she's like getting off topic now. I see it's embodying Ava and Zoe's getting mad at Nate because Nate, I feel like the Zoe feels a little bit jealous of the other Zoe in some way, and also of Nate and all these things. And then she's wondering why that is the way why Nate is the way he is. And then Gwendolyn reminds Sarah about the deal that they have about saving someone, and then basically Sarah writes down like on her notes, writes down like on a notepad, like a sticky note is what I mean to say, is that to like remind her and Gwendolyn that they do have a deal. But she's staying all like off topic of that and talking about weird stuff that makes no sense that does have to do with the mission. So she said losing she's out for this as that's like Gideon apparently. And then Spooner reveals herself, all of herself. Yeah, and then it's then crazy here. Then Astra talks to like this guy named Harris, who's basically like who made the curse spell of the reality TV thing, and the reason why Gwendoline was talking to Spooner earlier is because Gwendoline doesn't know what reality TV show is because he's from the past. I mean, so yeah, it's nice that they covered that because it's like it's nice to know something that covered when coming to Spooner. Okay, yeah, and so then Behrad followed Astra. How I don't know. Like, it's not like did she make a portal? Did she walk through the front door? Or how did he follow her? Who knows? Who cares? It happened. So and then she's mad at Behrad for following her because she had handled and then the Havers do realize that Behrad's not really from there, so he calls him Boeing, and then he just and then Astra is mad at Behrad, and she rightfully just like should be mad because she did had handled and everything was going well. Then he like basically jeopardized it. So Gideon feels over her head, and she dresses up. She has a makeover with her outfit, and then dumps Gary, which means Gary all sad, and he tries to follow her, and when she talks to the most of the team herself, which I'll get to a little bit more later of details in, but yeah, then we see that Zoe feels a little jealous that for some reason the other Zoe, and she realizes why, and the fact that she tells Gideon that Nate doesn't want to be in the totem, and it's really unclear that in some we see it's not really clear that's it out. It doesn't feel like that was it, but yeah, maybe I feel like Zoe made a really good guess there, but yeah, I don't think that was it. I feel like there was something else, you know. I think it was just a curse that made it that way, you know. So Gideon talks to Nate and Gwendolyn about basically um, about Zoe and Sarah and all these things and the mission and all these things. So Gideon's like all over the place, and which makes Gary feel upset that he's not getting attention from her. Yeah, and then Behrad says some really wrong things to Astra, which like, dude, like, no, don't, like basically saying that she's at, she's at basically out of control, and she shouldn't done what she did, and then she, as I said, she has the right to be mad, so she has a bigger reason now, bigger reason to be mad at Behrad. And then Gary feels upset that Nate is odd at the moment, because he's like basically being mad at Zoe and all these things, and then we see that Ava sees Sarah acting and planning weird things about vacation, which makes no sense for Ava there, and then Sarah's acting all dramatic because Gwendolyn's Great War prevention thing, that the fact that she never told Ava like the deal or anything like that, so then Ava and Astra they basically had enough, and then they all just getting mad at everybody, and then Gary eats a part of the time machine because he feels upset, which really is insane now. That Gary towards the end of the review just said, I have some thoughts about what Gary did. Uh, Harry starts to Behrad for like the microphone in some way, and he feels like in the original Zoe that's disappointed because basically Zoe takes the old Zoe out of the totem because she's trying to explain Nate what's going on to her. She's trying to tell the original Zoe what Nate is like up to and everything, and then the original Zoe said didn't instantly disappointed and annoyed. Yeah, so then everybody's going crazy, and then people are like has the glass of gummies that is throws on the floor, and that he gets real of everybody. He says that he feels like alone, and he just wants to be with Astra, and he wanted to like be somebody, important, to the team and to Zari and Astra and all these things. So he got really real there, which made the reality curse it's fire that lifted. I guess curse lifted. Basically, it's the curse is over. So like the legends don't have to be like all dramatic anymore. It tends to Behrad, so the dude who basically jeopardized the mission actually saved Legends, because saved Legends, so that's really nice there. Seeing that, and then Sarah tells Ava sorry, and then Nate and Zari apologize to each other because the original Zari said so, and then the original Zari wasn't back inside and told him otherwise Behrad would die. So she has that. Unfortunately, she has that can't stay long, but yeah. And then Astra tells Behrad in a way she likes him, so that's actually really nice. It's slowly like making a relationship happening work there, and then the legends tell Gideon and Jerry sorry about making Gideon in a way second guess herself, because she's in a way I feel like she's starting to like really be human as well, and a human mindset as well. So, and then Gideon says that she wants to prevent World War I and in 1914 and stuff like that. So she has to like save someone important there, and then the Jordan and Sarah and the rest of the legends laugh, and then they realize that she's serious, and the episode ends from there. So how did it go to like wherever they want to go if Jerry ate part of the time machine, Yeah, and then they didn't really explain much of as it was a plan here, but yeah, just feels weird. But and that's not much to happen with Spooner in this episode besides her like taking her clothes off. Yeah, but other than that, like, that's most of the feel like the only place I have. But the episode, like, I feel like everything else really worked really well here, and I really like Zoe and Astra and Gideon in this episode. And Behrad, definitely love Behrad in this episode. He really would see a different side of him, and the way it really would. And we see like Eva take care of the legends in the best way she could, and Sarah said that they do need a break, but not it's not the perfect time. The legends have to like, go home, and so yeah. It does make sense why the legends ended up in the mansion. The Gideon had to like think of a place where she felt like home in a way. So I don't know, it just feels weird that they're we're there, but thankfully because of them being there, the androids were able to locate them. So yeah, there's like 2 more episodes left this season. Apparently, I think in IMDb it shows like 11 episodes total. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, if that's true, then it's 2 episodes 11 to the season's over. So 2 more weeks of Legends. Alright, I think that's my review. I feel like these 2 episodes were interesting, and yeah. So yeah, there wasn't much. It's a lot of interesting things that happen with the Legends. Hopefully, they go back home and concentrate too, and also they have like do this other mission, which makes no sense. I don't know why they tend to just do that. I don't know why they